Good morning, folks. Welcome back. Today, I think we're going to return to our typical motif of character in an environment, but let's stick with the mycelium. And let's get going. We're going to start with a person. On the one hand, I hate doing sexy females. On the other hand, the mycelium kind of known for their fit sexy females. So what you going to do? We're going to go with Tina. We're going to make her more than just sexy, though, I think. Okay. And body, muscular, very muscular. Weight down, skinny down, very muscular. These guys are strong. Age, can I take it to 20? Does it make any difference? I don't know if it changes anything. Face, randomize all. Let's see what that face looks like. I'm good with that. Height, let's go a little taller. 5'9" seems acceptable. Skin, main, randomize it. Turn on subsurface, turn off the underwear. Eyes are going to be yellow and bright. Let's see what that looks like. Could be fun. Yeah, I like it. Cool. And we won't deal with freckles or any of that kind of stuff. Hair, accurate. Good deal. We'll even leave it a base color this time. Nothing too funky. And with that, let's jump in. So we want to do something. So mycelium basically just wear clothes pretty much for aesthetic purposes. There's not a lot of need for other things because they don't really do tools too much. Let's move that to just the scene collection, get it out of the way. Turn off that. And then here, as is always the case, apply our shape keys and delete our modifiers. And we are left with a body. Okay. Now let's just go on here and we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to get rid of the hand. And okay. And get rid of, I think, the toes. So that's given us essentially something we can use as a full bodysuit. I don't know. I want to get rid of this. Well, no, that'll be fine. Should be okay. Now we want to make it mycelium-y looking. That's a weird way to say it. So let's go over here to weight paint, tissue, and let's no. Formula. Let's try vertical spiral, see what that gives us. That's kind of neat, actually. Let's play with it some more. What's going to add in here? We're going to give her some pants. Let's turn on X. This is not necessarily the clothes. Actually, yeah, this is not necessarily the clothes. So let's undo that. We use this. That'll be okay. I'm going to maybe do a slash like that and just take it around to there. And then maybe, I don't know. This is not going to be the actual close yet. This is just going to be what we're going to use to decimate the mesh. So there we go. Now we have a weight painting. Let's add, I'm going to go and turn on our wireframe so we can see what we're looking at. Add modifier, generate, decimate with a vertex group. I thought I got rid of, oh, yeah, I didn't get rid of them. Sign, there we go. Ratio. Take that into like that. So it's largely big shapes on the one side and smaller on the other. Let's try it and see. Apply all. Dual mesh it. So that, and we get this sucker, which is kind of neat looking actually. I like it. So now, tab 3, can I shift G area? Select our similar 0.002. Interesting. Let's just add, we'll keep these ones. I think, yeah. So we just go through and now add just a couple more. We might as well make her PG-13. Cool. We'll fill up the butt crack. And cross that boob when we come to it. Cool. That works for me. I like that. Control I, delete faces. And we're gonna move this one, keep our original thing again, just so we have it. I don't know that I'll need it, but we have it. Okay, we turn back on human generator. And if we take this thing, let's just look at it by itself first. Does it have any vertex groups? It does not. Let's give it a vertex group. So weight paint and curvature. Curvature seems fun. Let's do that one this time. We'll just leave it straight at that. And then object mode. And I'm going to turn off our wireframe so we can see it better again. Add a modifier. Solidify with a vertex group curvature value. Offset of 1. Okay, and it doesn't do much for us because we don't have really a lot of subdivision surface yet. So let's add a subdiv surface to it. On top of that, there we go. Now we're getting some difference in size. That's cool. And let's give our thickness to 0.02. There we go. Might be too much. Yeah. So it's not quite the same everywhere. Cool. And then let's do one more subdiv on top of it. Come on. Just duplicate it, fine. Duplicate. Drag it to the bottom. Oh, we didn't cover that breast, did we? Maybe we did. Maybe it's just hidden. Yeah. Okay. So we'll just sculpt a little bit. Let's grab this. I'm actually going to apply all these. Great. And object sculpt mode. Drag it. I don't normally care, but in the interest of, There we go. Smooth that out, pull that out, like that. And it's because we subdivided it. Come on. There we go. Covering. Cool. Hey, Joe. There we go. That looks all right. I can live with that, I think. Let's just come here, pull this up too. Give it more. This whole area could be kind of a thing. That actually looks cool. So let's go back to how we had it like that. Cool. I don't mind doing this a bit anyway, just because you don't want to always just go with your parametric. You want to have some decision making in process as well. At least I do. That feels cool. So we're making some modifications to it ourselves on top of what the parametric decisions were. And that's fun. That looks all right. I like it. Great, thank you. Okay, so we got that. Save it. We haven't saved anything yet. Wow. Always like, I forgot to save till now. Glad nothing bad happened. Spoiler. Okay. Still, we like that. Let's see if we can just make that clothing and see if it'll work. It should. It's pretty much directly to her body. It should be about as easy as it can be. Human gen. That. And that. Or, sorry, that. And that. And here. Add object as clothing. Full body. Okay. Successfully added as full body to Lee, right? Yep. M. Human gen. Cool. Yep. So Lee now has this thing, and we can just try it. This is Lee. Pose. Idle. It's tweaking in a little bit in places, I think, but since we don't really care what it super looks like, that looks fine to me. We just want some forms, so good deal. And rest position again. Now, I want to do another thing with tissue. Let's see. I want to give her a cloak. This I've not tried before, so we'll see what happens. Let's see. I hate that it duplicates everything. I need to fix that. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Where's our female cloak? Cape. There we go. Doesn't really matter which one. We'll go with woman. I think they're pretty much the same though. Yep, they are. Cool. And let's just pull this out of the way for right now. Okay, 7 Alt G 1 GZ. Okay. And I don't really want it any bigger, but I think I need our neck bigger. Let's see. Well, we can try. That seems like that's, as long as it's not touching, it should be fine. Okay, let's try it and see. So we need to go over to simply add-ons, simply cloth. That's an active cloth. This needs to be a collision object. Yes. Distance of 0.001, 0.001. Back to here. We want this to have collision interface. Self collision also 0.005. And we want our quality steps to be 20 and our collision steps to be 20. And we're going to test this first. Make sure we get it kind of how we want it. Maybe. Shouldn't be that bad. Come on, there we go. Shouldn't be taking this long. There's not that much to it, really. But it clearly is. Let's pause. Try. Come on. Oh, come on. Don't be this way. Too much going on here. Okay. Let's go back to her. And here. Turn off all these particle systems. See, that makes it better. And here, I'll stay at quality steps 10, see how it feels. I just want to go a little faster. It shouldn't really be stressing out this much. It's not that much polys. But save just to make sure. Play. Okay, something weird's going on with this fabric. Because it should be faster than this. It should be very fast. I wonder if there are other weird things turned on this one that I'm not noting. Let's look. This is strange. It really shouldn't be this slow. Oh, unless just pause. One other thing we could try, just in case I've over. Come on. Come on, just pause it. Pause it. There we go. Turn this back on. Let's change our self-collision distance back to 0.015. There we go. because that is something I did change. Other than that, it should be fast though. Let's just turn off self-collision, see if that changes it, just in general. Play. That's clearly what it was, is something with self-collision, but we're going to need it to self-collide, so we'll have to. Well, let's play it for just a sec first. Make sure we get our sizes good. But definitely it was a self-collision. It's good to know. Okay, so we turn self-collision back on. It should be slower, but it shouldn't be awful, right? Let's see. That's just a lot slower, though. That's too much a lot slower. But I really want to do this. I will give it another, at least a little bit before we give up on it. I don't know why it's so bad, though. We're going to try one more thing just to see. I've done this many times now. It's never been this bad. Well, I don't know, never, but it shouldn't be this bad. Come on. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's just a weird, something's going on here. I'm just going to delete this women's fantasy cape and replace it with a man's fantasy cape. GZ. Oh. Gonna rewind to. And give myself a little bit more room. Tab 3. Just gonna delete those faces. And those faces seem fine. Not poking through anything. Cool. And rewind and play. So that falls nicely as it is. It's a good length. It's where we wanted it, but it's not got the self-collision that we do need. Self-collision. Rewind and play. You're doing some weird spirally. That's just bizarre. I do not understand what you are doing. Okay. Just going to turn off all of those. And play it. Okay, that's not working. So when something weird happens, time to check face orientation. No, it looks good. Scale that out a little bit. I have never had this happen before with this thing. That's coming in, tab, and 3L. X faces. I don't want any of those things. Cool. I don't know if this is causing the problem or not, but we're going to see. Okay. How did I get rid of an extra face? Fill. It's still spiraling. Why is it doing this weird spiral? This is very frustrating to me. It should not be doing that. I love cloth sims. I know. Me too. You know what? I'm going to get rid of that. Let's try doing it from scratch. Circle. Scale it into about there. Cool. And a bit bigger. There. And a bit bigger. Okay. Control A, rotation, scale, tab, F. Face. Oh, yeah. Inset. To there. X. Faces. There we go. Now 7. X faces. Cool. Undo that. How do we want to do this? Yeah, X faces. There we go. And 2 fill. No. Control E, bridge edge loops. Number of cuts. There we go. Better. Now, create a simply cloth. That's cloth now, right? Okay. And we want it to be, get rid of all the sewing and weirdness on this one. Collision quality 20. Cloth steps 11. Sure. Collision. Self collision. Rewind. Save. If this fails, I don't know what we'll do. Something. That did not fail. Clearly, that did not fail. Okay, tab. What are we at now? 592. Just gotta edit, undo history. There we go. No longer a cloth yet. Here, quad remesh, quad count, 500. Remesh it. Tab. Beyond that, undo. Remesh it. Symmetry in the X. 700. Remesh it. That looks pretty good. And now Simply, create a simply cloth, collision quality of 20, quality steps of 20, collision, self-collision, great. This, add a collision. Sure. Great. Play. Reasonably good. I think I want to be W subdivide one more. Since we're going fast enough. Yes. Better. Okay, we're getting where we want to be now. Because now I want to do something that's going to mess this all up. Shift A, mesh, plane. Up until now, we've just been doing cloth sim. That's fine, but tab, W, subdivide. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah. 5. No. No, that'd be too many. We don't want to do that. We actually don't want to. Maybe we. Yeah, we'll do 1. Okay. In fact, undo history. I'm going to come back here and not do the subdivide. Yes. For reasons that hopefully will become clear. Plane, tab, W, subdivide. We're going to do it here. Control bevel. I'm going to go that far. Okay. 2, EZ. Scale it in. Tab. It's pretty simple. Might be good enough. Let's see. That to this. We're going to come over here to tissue. And we're going to tessellate. Does this have a subdivide? I don't think we need it. I'm going to. You know what? I think I'm going to remove all of these. Okay. So it's just our standard thing again. It should be okay. So this to this, tessellate. Quad, yes. Okay. Whoo, yeah. I think this will work. Now, let's grab this object there, right? No, not that one. The purple one. That one. And come over here to tissue tessellate. And first thing we want to do is merge. Rotation. Rotate on active UV. It doesn't have an active UV, does it? A, U, unwrap. Smart UV project. Oh, now it's not a tessellated object. Oh, come on. Okay, we gotta go back to the original then. This object, tab, U, unwrap, Smart UV project. Okay, now let's take this, refresh it. Okay, good. Now, merge and rotation. Active UV, yes. No, they don't all go the same way. Well, that should be fine. I don't super care. Is there a better way? Default. Nah, default's not super great. It might be okay though. But I realize one thing I'm going to need to do is tab. Let's do 4. And then refresh this thing again. Right? And if we Alt V wireframe, yes, it does have those wireframe cuts on it now. Cool. Do we want it longer? I think we might. Tab 2 OGZ. That'll work. This bad boy, refresh. Cool. Now, I think we're in good shape. This new collection cloak tests, sure. Cloak tests. Turn it off, just in case we want it again later. Now this object, we should be able to come over here and simply create a simply cloth. Yeah. Collision quality of 20. Self collision. Rewind, save, play. Yes, it does work. I think. We're getting some weird scraping up, but it's given us that. Doesn't look like they're merged. Distance. Come on. Let's just see if it is. Control 1. Looks like they should be merged. 0. Okay. Yeah. That's kind of the idea. Let's see if we can't shrink 0.05 just a little bit there. Rewind, play. I just want to make sure it's not. We are getting those holes still. Why are we getting holes? Because it shouldn't be. Those should all be welded together. Let's keep looking. Tissue, right here. Merge, yeah. Not open edges only, that's why. Refresh. Now it should be good. Nope, it's not good. Oh, I see, they're not lining up all everywhere, are they? AM distance, 0.01. That feels better, maybe. Let's see if that does it what we want. We're still getting holes. Well, again, not working well. Okay, let's keep looking at it. Wireframe. Undo history. Okay. And I'm going to try refreshing it to rotation. Active UV. There we go. Merge distance 0.0. 0.05. Great. Dissolve seams. That's what we want to do. I think. Refresh. Yes, that did it for us. Cool. Now we're cooking with gas, as my dad would say. And we want this to be tighter. Simply standard fabric, no. We're going to go with silk. Shrink it of 0.1. So it's coming closer on the neck. Let's see what that does. Too much shrinkage. Try it again. That's not bad. That's starting to work. All those little flappies are coming down properly. That looks good. Cool. But we don't want her in this pose. So let's adjust that. I like using tessellate for this. This would have been a pain in the ass to do for every one of those. And we can just keep updating it, which is cool too. So like if we want it longer, all we need to do is come up here and scale, and then just update this again. And that's longer. And that is super handy. I'm really liking this tissue modifier a lot. Okay, but anyway, we got her. Let's see. Pose position. We want that at like I'll go to like 40. It's not really going to make a huge difference. 40, cool. Pose mode, A, K, location and rotation, rewind, Alt R, K, location and rotation, object mode, save. Has this got? Yes, it does have collision on it. Cool. Back to here. Rewind, play. Yes, it's working. Hoo la la. Some weird ones going on the top there. All right, we'll figure it out. I like it. What's happening there at the top? Something. Okay. GY. There we go. That's better. Rewind, save, play. I don't want you to fall any more off the shoulders than that. You can fall that far off the shoulders and that's it. No, you're going to fall more off the shoulders, you bastard. Well, maybe it's okay. It's kind of neat. That's fine. I can live with it off that, hanging off the one. Maybe. Yeah, I don't mind that. It's fine. Cool. Let's take our cloth, finish cloth, finish and apply cloth. Great. I like it. And I can smooth it down, but I don't think we're going to. Maybe we just do object, shade smooth. Yeah. Even that's kind of weird. What's going on? Did it penetrate through? Do we need to up the, yeah. Edit, undo history. Okay, so we didn't get 100% what we want because looks like some of our things flipped through. So let's do it one more time. Rewind. I'm going to set our, that should be fine. Get rid of simply weld. Get rid of the smooth. Get rid of the solidify. We'll just do all that on our own. Shrink is there just in the beginning. Cool. Quality steps. Let's get to 25 and 25. It will slow us down just a little bit, but should be good. Let's try it again. Just stop it there. And that looks pretty good. Couple of holes still. No, it's fine. I can live. Let's actually just use that. Let's finish cloth. Finish and apply cloth. Don't apply anything, just finish and apply cloth. Great. This guy here, let's clear this animation data. So that's gonna be the final pose, which is fine. Okay, save. Now we should just be able to look at this thing, right? Yeah. And edit it, and I'm just gonna Control E, bridge edge loops. Oh, come on, fill. There we go. Just one of those spots where we had a hole through that I could see. There are a few of them. Fill, great. Don't care. We can leave the rest, it's fine. Alrighty. So, materials for these suckers. We gotta do something fun, and then we'll try to leave half an hour for making an environment. I didn't leave a lot of time. Maybe we'll just do something simple and I can come back to it later just to give it a material. Might also be not a bad idea. Real time. I'm gonna make this one glitter goo. No, actually, I'm gonna make this one glitter goo. Color is gonna be green. This one, we're gonna make I don't know, colorful. Let's just try it. I can always change it later. Okay, glitter goo, too much goo. Scale. Color, make it brighter. Sure, I can live with that. That's fun. She will work. We might change it later, but she'll work. Her here, human generator. Oh, we need to come back to it. I remember we did. To here. We need to turn back on the ones that are on. Yep. There she is. Expression. Frown. Great. That's fun. I like doing the little frills. They look neat. It's working for me. Okay, so let's jump into making our environment now. This should go fast, I hope. I'm going to open up a new Blender. And open the assets, Americana, Blender native. I just need a building. It does not have to be a high-res building particularly, but just a building. I'd like it to look church-like though, if I can. But at this stage, I'm not going to stress too much about it. Did we save her? Let me make sure she's saved. Yes, she is. Good. A couple more holes. Great. That works. Since I don't have to worry about it animating again, I don't have to really care too much. Better. Okay. Where's that church? That looks like a church to me, right? Let's see. It does look like a church. Excellent. Let's grab it. Select hierarchy. Copy objects. Come back to her. I'm going to turn her off. Oh, wait. That's before we turn her off, though. This to this. Control pose to object. Control parent to object, rather. M, human gen. Great. This makes her part of that. Right. Yeah, she's part of Lee now. Cool. Turn her off. Paste our church. Now we need to get rid of some stuff. Get rid of the ground. All these trees. These poles. These trees. I just want the building, basically. What's that? Street lights. Okay, we can just get rid of all the street lights and the sign. Yeah. The trash in the trash can and the trees. All those. X. Tears and rain. Okay. This is, I don't know what it is, but just getting rid of it. Getting rid of it. Don't need the banner. Getting rid of it. Most of the rest of this looks fine. Yeah. A join together to one object. Okay. Now, let's just bring it back to the front too. Alt P, clear its parent. Yeah, there it comes. Delete this. There is our church. Now, skin for no random style check. Probably want to do it. How do you do it? W. Thought I had turned on here. Search. There's a wrap. Edit. Preferences. What do you call it? Where's Blender Guppies? I should have. Let me just go add it if I haven't got it already. Install from disk. Come on. Source. Name, so I can find what it's called. It's like plastic, I thought. Wrap. Nope, none of those two. 1 second, folks. We're gonna go to the internet here. You got Blender Guppy. Wrap it. It's called Wrap It. Do I have it already? No. Okay. Install from disk. Three assets. Come on. Wrap it. Install from disk. Cool. Save. Now I should be able to mesh wrap it. Presets, fine. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out later, but it's fine. Okay. Yes. Did what I want. As weird as that may be. Tab. Apply all. So that's our thing. Right. Cool. So now let's quad remesh this sucker. Was it 3000? Okay. Quad remesh 5000. No symmetry. Remesh it. Come on, you bastard. Why are you getting confused? Let's do it again. Escape. I'm gonna delete this thing. This bad boy here, Shift A, wrap it, remesh, voxel size, 0.25. Sure. Wrap method, near surface point. No distance to keep from target. And don't add a shader. Okay. That seems better, actually. Yeah. Apply all. Tab. That's definitely better. Okay, tab. And now how many faces is it again? 100,000. That's closer to what we wanted. Let's say 25,000. Remesh it. Don't die on me though, come on. We'll give it a second. As it thinks, and it dies. Okay, undo. Alt-V, face orientation, should be good. Let's try decimating it first to like 0.25. It doesn't want to go much down further than that. Let's apply, do it again. It just does not want to let us go much lower than that. All right, well, let's undo it then. Tab. See if we can remesh it. Control A, rotation scale, object mode, sculpt mode, remesh, voxel size, 0.25. Remesh. Oh, that's better. There we go. Thank you. Okay. So now we got that. Object mode again. Okay. So we should be able to go to weight paint mode, come over to tissue, and formula. Vertical spots. No. Oh, it's just harmonic. Or even random. That's going to, I think, be too much, isn't it? Frequency. There we go. Okay, yes, we take this to like 5. 1. No. 3. 5. Curvature. Let's try it again. See what we get. Curvature may take it a minute. There we go. Okay, that does that. And harmonic office. That. Okay. Yeah. We can do this. And then let's just do a few slashy bits. And we are on harmonic 7. Just get rid of the other ones. Yep. It's a few little dots. I don't even know how much it's going to matter. Okay. Object mode. Now, modifiers, decimate with a vertex group of harmonic. Turn on our wireframe. And ratio of 0.25. I'm getting some different sized ones, maybe even more. 0.05. Yeah, that's cool. That's what we wanted. Okay, maybe even a little more. That might be too much. 0.02. I like 0.02. That looks good. Okay. Apply all and dual mesh it. Takes us back to this sucker, which is what we want. And this wrap it, we can move to original again. Get rid of it. Yes. Good. This sucker here, we can tab 3, Shift G, area, and let's grab it up till we get a few bigger ones. Let's see, 0.25, maybe even 0.5. Yeah, 0.5 looks good. And let's just remove those faces. Now, Control 1, yes. Q, add modifier, wireframe. Let's see if we want, yeah, turn off even. Great. And then Control 1 again. Now we need to do another one on top. Duplicate. Hey, Michael. Come on. This might be a bit too much. Let's see. Do we like it better if we turn off this one? Does it make much of a difference? That's way more open holes. Or we add this back. We get smaller holes, which I like. So let's keep the smaller holes, but we're going to duplicate it, I think. So this wireframe is going to be offset of -1. That's going to go into our object sum. Yeah, cool. Then let's duplicate it. Shift D. It's thinking. Okay, so now we got the duplicate. Now we can get rid of this subdivision entirely. It should create us some bigger ones too. Yes. Now we change its offset to 2 on the outside. Yeah. Oh yeah, baby. And then we go with add a modifier, deform, displace. We put it on. It's kind of cool there too, actually, but on the top with a new. We'll grab a texture, and we're going to go with distorted noise. Cool. And back up to here. Mid-level is 1. We want to go higher. Mid-level is 0. Strength. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then after this displace, let's add another modifier for smooth, but before the wireframe. So we get a little bit, yeah. We keep some of the wonkiness, but we get rid of the other thing. That's cool. I'm liking that. We can even do it one more time if we wanted to, right? Let's duplicate it again. And this time, I'm just going to turn off everything so we can see what we've got. All right, it's just that. Okay, now I'm just going to tab A and no, 2. Let's fill back some of these holes that we cut out. Don't have to do them all, but you know, some of them. And I'm not even going to bother with that one. Let's just take it. And before we even distort it, we can just go to sculpt mode and warp it ourselves. And I'm thinking it might be cool if we grab some of this like bottom end and pull that out more. Yeah, like that, and that, and that. You can tell I'm really spending a lot of time thinking about this, right? Okay. Great. Okay. Object mode. Now, I like that. Turn back on displace. Let's make it even higher. Smooth. Let's make that higher. Wireframe. I think this place is going too high. Can I bring that back down a little bit? There we go. We'll just allow it to be its own thing. This wireframe is going to be a thickness of 0.3 and subdivide it again. And bring everything back. And now we have 3 layers of this stuff just warping out on top of our object like that. And I think that's pretty cool. Let's see if we want to change it any more now. Let's grab this one. Just go to sculpt mode. And pull it up and out. Oh yeah. I love parametric design. I really, really do. Cool. I like it. Let's do, come on. Let's hope it doesn't crash. Yep, this tissue and wireframe, basically. And I did a plastic wrap around the outside. So like it's a combination of 3, all essentially free things that come with Blender. So basically, yeah. Dual mesh 2, turn this one off. Let's go to this one. Sculpt mode. We can pull these out a little bit. Just, you know, tweak it some. Again, so it's not quite just so 100% perfect to each other. Yep, if you ever need to model tripe, this is the answer. Essentially, that's kind of what I was trying to do too, if you think about it. Pull that way out like that. Cool. turn original back on, or big one back on. Object mode. I feel like that's looking good. Maybe the innermost one. Let's see. So the outer one is, what's our wireframe size? 0.3. Make this one wireframe of 0.25. Yeah. And this one will make a wireframe of 0.15. Make it smaller. Kill wireframe. Yeah. And this one maybe could use a subdiv one higher. There we go. That's better. Just because I was starting to pull the vertices out further. That's fun. Cool. Save. Now, let's create a ground for it. Circle 7S 50. Good deal. Maybe go a bit bigger than that, I guess. 75. We might even have to go more, but that'd be good for right now. Let's go to 100. Fuck it. We can handle grass everywhere, right? Rotation scale, tab, F. There we go. And quad remesh it to 250. Okay. And tab 1, O. I'm just going to do this instead of using draw terrain this time. This is the front of our church, so we'll kind of have it be like that. There we go. So maybe initially there was a dirt road or whatever, but we're not going to stress too much about it. Okay, tab and modifier, terrain, trainer base. And actually, let's just 3. Let's grab. I'm going to change my mind. I'll make all those detail. Assign, tab, back to the sucker, turn back on. Cool. Flat around our church area. Good deal. Save. And yeah, you missed the fabric with tissue earlier, Michael. That was cool too. Humagen. Let's bring her back. We're going to put her in the front, kind of here-ish, I think. Or over here. Yeah, so we can kind of. Yeah, we made the cloak with the tassels with tissue as well, which is fun. There she is. This one probably needs to be one more too. I'm looking at it. So, so I guess it is in second level. Good. And this one, all the 2. That one, 3. Yeah. Yeah, we made this tasseled cape thing with tessellate. And we also did her, weird little bodysuit thing, but that's just kind of bullshit. But the tasseling was actually something legitimately useful that we did with it. Okay, there we go. Now this bad boy, let's see. I'm gonna move our church, which is just that. Do I have any materials on it yet? Let's see. I'm gonna have to probably dirty it up too. This may take some work after we're done today, but let's look. Tassellated tassels, exactly. Okay. File, external data, find missing files. see them. All right, 3D assets, Americana, 2K, find missing files. That should give it back. Yep, there we go. There's our church. Okay, anyway, let's do our jungle, which is, just your usual old geoscatter. But I like jungles. Biome, open biomes. Jungle, eat. Right, or no. We want smaller plants because it's it's growing up around it now. Let's do jungle 7 or 5. Let's try 5. So the concept being that the mycelium are rapidly regrowing the Amazon jungle and stuff around human population center areas. So, but they wouldn't have necessarily big trees yet. They haven't been here that long. Yes, I know you generated 3 million objects. Great. This thing, we want culling map, upward obstruction, or just vertex group for that area. Let's just do the vertex group. Well, no, upward obstruction. Collection. Did I put it in a church? Did I ever get around to doing that? No. M, new collection, building. Okay, this collection, building. Great. This tree. Okay, we want it to be a bit back from the building just so I can see it. So let's do, I'm gonna have to come to the tree. Proximity, repel, building, minimum of 5 meters, which still leaves it quite close. I have to go at 8 meters, 10 meters. Cool. And then this one, I think, is another tree. Nope, it's a low thing. Cool. This one, another low thing. The rest, that's all low, so that should be fine. Okay. And great. It's great to see. Okay. And how do we want to handle? Let me just see again. Trees, they're going everywhere along that. That's fine. I want to kind of control the distribution or culling mask a little bit. I want to culling mask it a little bit. Okay. So we need to apply this base there. And so let's just get rid of geoscatter. And this weight paint. Okay. I don't want it to be quite this sharp. Although maybe. Let's see. Smear. No. Blur. No, just paint. Weight of 0.25. There we go. And 0.5. And actually, you need to go the other way around, right? 0.75. Okay. Object mode. Okay, turn back on geoscatter so we can see our trees. In our trees, culling mask, vertex group, detail. Yeah, that cuts it down some. So there's less on the road now. Should be good. All right, save. See, we need to give those things a material still. Do you want to grab the one from yesterday? We could try that. F4, append. Date modified, Mycelium platform, material. Why are there people? Did I put it? Yeah, I did eventually. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Right. Blob 1. I don't remember which one it was. Let's grab the two of them. This one. Blob. Let's see. Or blob 1. We'll go with blob 1. I don't know if this is what it actually was. I think it was actually the other one, but I like this one for here. We're going to change it a bit, I think. And link material. Oh, come on. Yeah. So this is blob 1. That will not get grabbed. Link materials blob 1. And fine. Link materials. That should be good. All those are picked. You can even get rid of the underlying building, and it's just kind of super cool. Just use it as like a mold form. But we're going to put the building back. Yeah, we are. Save. Now, let's go back to our person. I did want to do one more thing, even if it makes us go over. I've never really cared about that. There's our person. What if we changed this material or this thing here? Yes. And where did I put it? Physics? Fluffy Maker. No, it wasn't Fluffy Maker. It was the other one. And I don't remember where I put it. Edit, preferences, what's it called? Exit, add-ons. Felt, maybe? Come on. Too many add-ons. Can't remember what they're called anymore. Fuzzmaster. Fuzzy Master. Where did I put it? We can go look up in clean panels. remember I put it someplace that it was like, it doesn't necessarily where I would think to put it. Fluffy maker. I'm gonna put it in here too. Fuzzy master. Looks like it got unput. File, save. Fuzzy master. There we go. Import felt modifier. Okay. Now it's felty. And felt matte tessellation, we just get rid of that. Let's go back to the original, just one material. Oh, I need to set it up in the material too, don't I? Yes. It's good. What's the other one? It's colorful. Of course it is. Colorful. There we go. You'll see it more. It's hiding it from the geometry right now, but it'll definitely work better otherwise. Cool. Do that. Kind of want to do something with her, but we'll do that next time, I think. Okay. That's looking good. And the only other thing I want to do is on this. I say the only other thing, but geoscatter. See if we can do the whole jungle. Vertex group. Detail. That should cut it down again closer to that thing. Let's turn this back on. Cool. We're not getting any that close then. Yeah, we do want a few closer. Which we can do. Geoscatter. Grab this thing. Weight paint. Control. I want it to be like that. Actually. It's right in. We don't want so much, but there we go. Object mode. Geoscattering back on. Yes. Good, 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 good. Kill geoscatter for right now. Let's see if we can grab ourselves a camera angle we like. And then do a sky photographer. There, Alexa, the anamorphic creature of habit. That's me. 35 millimeter resolution. That. No. That. Yes. On. And geoscatter back on. Just make sure I'm not in a tree in the way. Seems acceptable. Yeah, I like that. That's fine. Save. Been a while. And HDR maker. Import. Boop, do, 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 do. Come on. Map painter. We're going to look at 24. Why not? I don't know what's there. JPEG. Actually, 24 looks pretty cool. It's kind of a light, sort of foggy sort of day. Let's get it when it's kind of pulsing throughout a little bit. I'm feeling 1075. add it. Turn off the scat. And let's see what we got. Not an awful already even. World. Let's try our angle of 60. Ooh, better. 120. No. 180. No. 240. Yeah, something like that. Let's do that. And save. And again, we're just going to do some fog because it looks cool. We all know. Ground fog. Fog it up. Where's our fudge? Scale. Okay. And shading. Volume scatter. Color. Can't wait till they upgrade this thing, if they ever do. I hope they do. And I don't have to do this manually every time. That would be nice. There we go. Quite a lot of fog there. Maybe a bit too much. Let's see if we can't GZ it down. So it's kind of doing that. And maybe cut the density down 0.5. And sure, that'll work. And what is this circle? I don't know, we're getting rid of it. Save. Turn on geoscatter. Some interesting uses of tissue today. I think it came across pretty well for us, both in the costuming and on the environment. I am pretty pleased overall. I do want to add, I think, just looking at this now, to this material here. Let's see what it looks like. It's cool, but it's not quite what I want yet. I think I know why too. Turn off geoscatter. Come on. Do 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 do. I always forget that it takes a while to turn off the geoscatter in a full environment. Sometimes you're better off going, when you're on rendered mode, you're better off going to grayscale first and then turning it off. But I forget that all the time for some reason. But it'll get there. I have faith. Anyway, though, all I want to do, if this comes back in the next minute, otherwise I'll do it afterward, is add some subsurface scattering to our, I don't know what you call that. I don't know, what do you call a material like that? Our organic lattice, maybe? Yeah, to our lattice material that make it sort of shine some light through and probably make it a little bit less rough because it just feels a little bit too rough. The other option would be to make it more rough and make it kind of more like tree roots, which could be a possibility too. But it's taken forever. And I don't know. It's not going to be that interesting to watch. So maybe I'll just kill it today. We'll call it done because we're at like 9:10. We've been going for a while. Tissue, really useful. Good for lots of stuff. And I'm going to use it more for some more costuming stuff on Monday, I think, just to give it more. There we go. Gone. Okay, that thing. Yeah. Yeah, this is the other one. I made 2 of them yesterday, I remember now. Shading a dot, and we're going to call this, let's just rename it to Mossy Organic Lattice. Yes. And never even finished doing the third one, did I? Wait, 100. Yeah, learn Blender in a week. Sure. Let me know how that goes for somebody. Yeah, that's all right. Where's it even coming from? Oh, there, right. And normal. Let's just see if we go 1. That gives more bump. It does give us more bump. It's kind of neat. Roughness 0.2. Take that down. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm just tweaking this a little bit. I will see everybody again on Monday. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it, as always. And we'll keep going with this world. I'm kind of excited how this has turned out. And we haven't even done any interactions between the different paracologies yet. But I kind of like being able to bounce around between hell and fantasy and sci-fi and this. It's just kind of fun to play. So it gives us lots of options. Anyway, folks, have a great weekend. Take care, and I'll see you again on Monday.